Give me a second. Let me do that. Give me a second. Let me do that. All right. So we are live on YouTube. Now, disclaimer. This is book club. We are just here to read. We don't represent any organization. We don't represent any group. We're not representing any company. Now, if you're going to ask questions, if you're going to say anything, try as much as you can to mask the company names. Okay? One thing that we almost know, especially if you live in United States and Canada, 99%, if not 100% of every company that exists in this environment, they aspire to operate within the confinement of the law. Okay? So just a reminder, this is a social platform and it's open to the public. It's open to any human being who love to read and who love to network with others. Okay? So that being said, did anybody work on their financial profile? Anybody who took a new look? Anyone who took a new look on your financial profile? Ms. Beck, I'm going to make you co-host. Okay? Did anybody take... Miss Linda, I'm going to make you a co-host so you can help us with those that forget to open up. Miss Catherine, I'm going to make you a co-host here. All right. So I guess nobody did. All right. So remind your people we're on. So
I
we're
have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Doing the financial portfolio thing, I'm having some kind of trouble. Should I include my children's like life insurances in there?
Okay, good. At the moment, focus on yourself first. Okay? Just focus on yourself. Leave everything aside. You see, your social security is only aligned to you, right? It's not aligned to nobody. So just focus on whatever is aligned to that social security, the name, the number. Focus on that first. Okay?
Okay, nobody else, just me.
Nobody else. Then after
Okay.
that, you can extend it to your family finance. Do you understand? For now, focus on yourself.
All
Okay.
right.
Yes. Good question. Good question. Any other question?
I did too, Dr. Ruth.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
yes, but I've not finished because I think that was where I got stuck too. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to add, everybody in my household or just myself. So I think that was where I got stuck. And secondly, I know you've already always, encouraged us to ask from our company how much they are contributing to our, 401k plan. And I realized that they are contributing 3%. It don't matter how much I contribute, they're only going to contribute 3% for me.
Okay, how much are you contributing today?
I'm contributing 7%.
Okay. All right, now, I'm not going to tell you that what you're doing is wrong. All right. The question is, what is your financial objectives and goals? Is 7% going to help you get your destination? Or is 7% going to harm you in the future? That is not the decision that you have to make. They're only contributing 3%. But if you follow the general recommendation, depending on whether you want to tax today, tax later, or tax free, then if you don't want to have a lot of money in a tax deferred bucket, then probably there may be some level of adjustment on your side. It's up to you. We only make recommendation, we don't advise. But based on the previous books we have read, Power of Zero and all that, 7%, 3%, it means that you're putting in a little bit money in that area, but you have to look at the entire picture. Okay? You have to look at the entire picture. By the time you list all the money where they are, then you begin to arrange them from tax later, tax deferred, and tax free. It's based on that you're going to tell yourself, go back to that Power of Zero. You're going to tell yourself, I think this place, I'm a little bit high. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I really don't know. But if I'm going to go with what I'm seeing today, I'm going to do ABCD. Okay? So based on the knowledge you have. All right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That makes sense.
All right. Good job. Good job. Anybody else that looked into that? Guys, this is your own. Is your money. Is your future. Is your family future. Is your culture. If you don't take care of it now, today, tomorrow may be too late. So when we ask you to engage in this exercise, you will see how important it is to engage in the exercise. Okay? So try. Because it's only when you engage in looking at your own finance, your own, that's when you even figure out what is going on here. Excuse me. By the way, my sister, how long have you worked in that organization?
Sorry. I think since during COVID. I just started with COVID.
So around
And I was working with a different organization, but then I rolled over. Because I think the company merged or but I don't know. But then they moved the money I had with the previous company to where I am currently.
Okay. But
Yeah.
since that day to today, this is now when you're finding out how much they match.
Yes.
Why you sign the papers, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. If there's no other comment or anybody that did, let's get to the book.
Thank you, my princess.
You're welcome.
Dr. Ruth, can I add something to that?
Yes.
Yeah, just a reminder, people need to understand that the advice in the book, based on the books that we've been reading, you have to set aside at least 20% of your income towards your protection portfolio. If not, we're cheating ourselves. And I know we Africans, we are not well educated on this situation matters. If you don't save towards your future, you're going to end up being the one suffering it. And no judgment. 7% probably is what you are able to do right now, but at the long run, that's not going to take you anywhere. They said when you don't plan towards your future, I think there's a saying that says you of the joy or the pleasure you're going to have when you are old. So we all need to sit down and do a financial analysis. Sit down and actually see what you have, what you don't have, what you're going to need to retire. To make conscious effort to plan your future. Because if you don't do it now, you're cheating yourself of your future. So 7% not bad, but is that going to take you towards retirement? That's probably not going to do it. So at least 20% recommended, and it's actually more. They are just recommending 20% based on average that many Americans can afford. But if you really look into it, you need at least 45% in order for you to retire well. So please, if I encourage everybody, sit down, look at your portfolio and see if you can put in more. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. And you have to know the difference.
All right, I'm going to help her. She's calling in from overseas.
Of investment portfolio that are out there, investment or protect to put your money so that, so that's my advice, sir. Thank you, Dr. Ruth, for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Thank you. I know she was breaking up because of where she is. She's overseas, but what she's trying to say is this, and I like to draw it. You guys know I like to draw, right? Let me draw it so that some people who have can you see my screen? Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Dr. Ruth, we
Okay.
can.
Yes.
So what she's saying that there are two financial environments in United States and Canada, which means investment and protection. It's not investment or protection. It's investment and protection. Unfortunately, the middle class Americans and Canadians have been so much geared into this investment that nobody talks about protection. When they hear protection, it sounds something different. But what she's saying that our sister says she's putting in 7%, which that environment is the environment a lot of people apparently are using for some level of protection. But if you go real, what is protection? the law allows you to put in up to 80% of whatever you have. Play with it around here. That should include your mortgage, your everything, your investment, your crypto, whatever it is. But your 20%, at least minimum should be here, 20%. Okay? Now, in all this, it doesn't matter where you put them. You have to come down now and arrange them. Okay? Which of these are you using fall into your tax now? Because your biggest friend is going to be Mr. Tax. Which of them falls into tax now? Which of them falls into tax letter, which is tax deferred? And which of them falls into tax free? Okay? So me, as a person, what I'm doing is to make sure that all my 20% at least is sitting in tax free. That's what I'm doing. Okay? But my goal is to get at least more money in this tax free bucket. But I cannot do it if I have not even done my financial analysis to know where I belong to. Okay? I have to know where I belong to in order for that to happen. And a lot of people are waiting for somebody to tell them this. And the books we're reading, everything we're doing, we're handing over the ownership back to you. We're letting you know that everything when it comes to finance, you are the owner, you are in charge. You're the driver, you are the director, you're everything. Anybody else you're bringing into your space, you're hiring them. You are the one to tell them what to do. They can come back with recommendations. But what we have seen among the middle class Americans and Canadians is that, oh, they are saying, oh, my CPA handles that. My financial advisor do that. My business analyst, those are your employees or your contractors. They are there to guide you, but who makes the final decision is you. But if you're here, and I will say it again, if you're here and want to retire tax-free, you want to retire cost-free, you want to retire stress-free with financial abundance, you must start now to engage in your financial needs analysis and your financial planning. I'm telling you, go ask those people that have retired and they have no clue what we're talking about today. They have zero. They don't have stress-free, no stress-free life around them. For most people retire back to work. I was talking to a lady, she retired now. She's back to work with 2 jobs, not even 1. 2 jobs. You think she was not working hard in her useful age? No, she was, but she lacked the knowledge to plan, knowing that retirement will occur. Whether you like it or not, it's going to knock at your door. But tell yourself, from this moment, I'm going to put in every energy, every power to make sure I retire tax-free, cost-free, and stress-free with financial abundance. It comes with knowledge. It comes with action, not excuses. Okay. I hope this is clear, right? I hope I didn't confuse some people. Let me see. No hand up. All right. Let's go ahead to the book. All right. So, chapter 8. Chapter 8, 403b. Chapter 8, 403b. Who wants to read? Tell us your name, where you're calling in from, and read. Anyone? I hope I didn't mute everybody, right?
Elizabeth.
Huh?
Elizabeth from Washington.
All right. Miss Elizabeth, go ahead.
Yes. In this chapter, we will be going over, now we are reading about 403b. In this chapter, we'll be going over another very popular and widely used tax-deferred retirement plan. We will go over inner workings of this type of plan. What career sector have access to this type of an account as a loan, the history, and the most important, the pros and cons of the strategy type. First, it's cover the actual definition of a 403b plan and its definition. This is a retirement account designed to benefit various employees of the public schools and other tax exemption organizations such as researchers, schools, administrators, professionals, government employees, nurses, doctors, librarians, tribal government, church employees, and other similar career paths. The 403B plan the origins as far back as 1958. It is closely related to the widely known and utilized 401k plan. Both accounts are versions of tax deferred plan. They both allow you to put money aside from your paycheck into a designated tax deferred account strategy. This means that you can soak money away today untaxed, which you may be thinking sound great rights. Well, you aren't wrong, but here is some food for thought in looking into an account like this. The question you need to ask yourself is, what is most likely to happen in your future with taxes? Are they likely to increase or decrease? History shows that they will likely increase. They call account like this tax advantaged. However, I strongly disagree with the phrase, and here is why. I feel it's very deceptive to the truth of what will come. History clearly has shown that taxes will most likely go up. So, essentially, the money you are putting away today will likely experience massive tax consequences. In the future, once you start accessing this account as your retirement income, as your retirement income, let's ask the question: what is actually proven to be tax advantage about an account such as 403Bs? Another very similar deferred compensation account such as 401k plan. The answer is nothing. And talk of promised tax advantages is just a selling tool, and you should be very wary or even call them out on it. There are also early withdrawal penalties associated with this type of account if you access contribution before you are 59 years old. The early withdrawal penalties are actually set at 10%. This account also have contribution limit, which translates to you only being able to put away a specified amount each year, which include the employer match. I don't know about you, but I'm more of a fan being able to put as much away as I can for my future. The current contribution limits for 2022 are set as $20,500 a year. One of the positive features associated with the 403B plan that may apply to individuals over the age of 50 is what is called catch-up contributions. These benefits allow individuals over the age of 50 to add additional $6,500 on top of the contribution limit to help them get closer to their desired retirement income goals. So that aspect isn't bad and could potentially be something that may suit your needs and desire moving forward. Let's wrap up this chapter by listing the most prominent pros and cons of this type of an account. I will not spend a great deal of time on this, but I will lay them out for you simply and easily, so you can make an informed decision. Pros: earnings and returns in a traditional 403B plan are tax deferred, not to be confused with tax advantage until they are withdrawn. Some plans may come with lower administrative costs. Many 403B plans first offer shorter time frame and are vested immediately. Employees with 15 years or more of service may be eligible to take advantage of utilizing the catch-up contribution provision discussed above. Cons. Withdrawal before 59 are subject to a 10% early withdrawal penalties. Plans are not tax advantaged. These accounts are not protected from market volatility. They are subject to unknown tax blanket in the future. Contribution limits may strive for your ability to reach your retirement goals. They may have limits on the internal diversification. Now that you have general understanding of this type of an account, I trust that you will be properly equipped to look at your current and future strategies objectively and with correct and complete information so you can make educated decision for your financial future. Let's continue to the next chapter or journey through the bottom dollar method. Seeing you on the next page.
All right, my people. Thank you so much, Ms. Elizabeth, for reading. You know, there's some people that read books. They say, oh, that is individual opinion. Let's go to our validator, which is Mr. IRS, for those in US. A 403B plan. This is the name they call it, Tax Sheltered Annuity Plan, or TSA. It's a retirement plan. I want you to put it down. It is a retirement plan offered by the public schools and certain charities. Okay? It's similar to 401k plan. You know, I tell people, all this code you see is Internal Revenue Code. Is Internal Revenue Code assigned based on where you work? I want to repeat that. Is Internal Revenue Code assigned based on where you work, location? So if you work at Walmart, you go to Walmart to buy food. I go to Target to buy food. Did we go to buy food? Yes, it's the same food. But what's the difference? You went to Walmart and went to Target, but we all went to the same market. So I say, don't get confused. Oh, my own is 403. No, that is just a code to identify where you work. All right. It is similar to 401k plan maintained by for-profit entity. Just as with 401k plan, 403b plan let employees defer. I want you to look at this. It's not a tax advantage. It's what? Defer some of their salaries into individual accounts. The deferred salary is not generally subject. I want you to hear this. The deferred salary is not generally subject to federal or state income tax until, that is the word deferred, until it is distributed. What is distribution? In finance, when you withdraw money, that's what they call distribution, okay? When you're taking your money out. However, a 403b may also offer what? Roth. So there is Roth 403b. Salary contributed to Roth account is taxed currently, but is tax-free. Okay? These are some of, that's why you see universities, some public organizations, they do offer 403. Okay? Pros and cons. This is directly from the author, which is Uncle Sam. Flexibility in contribution. Investment options are limited to those chosen by who? Employer. Remember, your employer is just the admin. Who owns the account? You, not your employer. You are the one that owns the account. But they are the one that do what? Administer it because it's a tax deduction. Every portion. Excuse me. Remember when our sister said the matches her own 3%. See, that 3% they match is a tax write-up to that organization. I want that to sink a little bit. The 3% they match is a tax write-up. If you're angry they're getting a tax write-off, go start your own organization. Go do the exact same thing they're doing. It's as simple as that. Okay? So, but whatever they decide, those are the options you have. It may have what? High administrative costs. All of them you pay administrative costs, you pay management costs, okay, and all that. Optional loan, you can take out loans and hardship distribution. Hardship distribution, you have to come and explain why they have to give you $1, $2, $3 from that account. You have to explain. You don't just wake up and come in and make a call. Hey, I need $10. No, you have to explain the hardship you're getting in order to have that distribution. Okay? So I want you to know that. Contribution limit, for those who make maybe contribute 200 or less. So look at that. Yes, in-service withdrawals, that's distribution. Yes, but subject to possible 10% penalty if under age 59 and a half. So don't argue. This is the law. It's in front of us, clear and direct. Any questions before we go to the next chapter? Or any comment?
Dr. Ruth,
Yes, ma'am.
this is Cecilia. Can you explain that bullet number 3 on the pros that says many 4013B plans vest over a shorter time frame and some vest immediately? I don't understand. That means they can take money out of it before they're 59 and a half, or I'm not clear what that means.
So under the pros.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's read it again. Under the pros, it says many 403 plan vest over a shorter period time frame and some vest immediately. So depend on the companies. Okay. Depending on the companies where you assign that money to be. It could be a shorter investment like bond, or what do they call it? You know, there's some I'm trying to look for the example.
So are they referring this vest as like the strategies that
Yes,
they put the money
yes,
in?
yes,
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay, okay.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So that is what this is trying to bring out. You can use shorter one, you can use immediate one. So it depends.
Okay.
At the end of the day, you are the one that make decision where it goes.
Okay.
But where it goes is only available to what that employer, the administrator. Okay. Where it goes depends on what the administrator have available for you.
Okay, strategies they have.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Thanks.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Ruth, can I make a quick contribution on that?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Also, vesting refers to how long you can be before you are assured that at the right age, you can start to withdraw. Some companies have 15 years, some say 7 years, depending on where you work. But to vest, if you're not vested and you leave that company, you can take what you contributed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So she's coming from the perspective of how long you have been with that organization.
Oh, like the employee employer relationship. Okay.
Yeah. So if you come from that angle, some organization will allow you to vest immediately, which means to contribute immediately.
Okay.
To contribute immediately. Some will say you have to stay there for 6 months.
That makes sense.
You have to stay there for 3 months. Some will say, oh, for 12 months. So it depends. Again, you have to know what that organization say.
Yes. Okay, I got that.
All right.
Thank you. Whoever gave me that.
Hold on. Abina.
Hello, Dr. Ruth. Good morning. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
So my question is for like the 403B and also 401K. So if you have like a hardship, you have to be 59 and a half before you can actually claim hardship, or
No. So
okay,
again, you have to explain what that hardship is.
okay,
You have to be able to fit in within the rules.
okay,
But if you're not able to explain and engage in any withdrawal, the likelihood of 10% penalty may occur if you're not 59 and a half.
oh, okay, okay,
Okay? But
okay,
most people can take that hardship without being penalized. So it
penalized,
depends on
okay,
individual explanation. And again, your administrator have strong power, which the law allows them the privilege to determine how you access money there.
okay,
Yes, to some level. All right, good
sure.
question.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Ruth.
All right, is that Teresa or 3? What is that?
I have a quick
Okay.
contribution.
How do you say your name?
So, if I'm not sure if it's me, is it T?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Tina.
Okay. All right.
So I found out something this week, and I wish I'm like, okay, I need to share because most people may be surprised. I had some money sitting in an old job account, and through this education, I realized, the money would be better off invested in something else. But in this case, unfortunately, I had to cash it out in order to do that. But I thought in the long run, that would be better than letting it sit there. So you know how you can claim hardship and everything. Of course, I'm also in a situation, but know that if you leave the company before you want to cash out, that since it was pre-tax, you're going to get hit with the federal 20%, right? I only thought of the 10% penalty, forgetting that is if you are still with the company. But if you leave the company and the money is sitting there and you are trying to cash it out before you are 59 and a half, know that you'll be hit with the federal 20% too, unless probably you are rolling over and then they will release it after. But if you have to cash it out in order to do whatever investment you find it to be more reasonable, then know that you'll be hit with the 20%. So I'm just saying that just in case you're on a job, you are learning all this, and there's something you want to do, there's some money sitting in an old account somewhere, roll over to your new account, take it or something before it's too late. Thank you.
Yes. So let me add a little bit what she said. She have already left that organization. If you withdraw money from your old account or you have a loan pending before you left that organization, it's considered a withdrawal. And if you're not 59 and a half, you're going to pay 10% penalty plus whatever the state and federal income tax is. That's what she's trying to say. She's no more working there. She went and withdrew the money. Guess what? Mr. Tax, the bill comes to your house. Guys, this thing is simple. You can take money from any of your retirement account, but consider what are the rules around it. Please, don't allow them to pay unnecessary. You are under no obligation, my mentor will always say, to pay more taxes than you are legally required to pay. Okay? Of course, she's not going to make that mistake again. Instead of that, roll that money over. Anywhere you have worked before, I will highly recommend you roll the money over to fixed index annuity. When you roll the money to fixed index annuity, you don't pay no tax. You're still going to pay the tax when you withdraw the money. But at that moment, from your old job, roll it over to fixed index annuity. Now, when you roll it over to fixed index annuity, what does it offer you? One, you are guaranteed you will never lose any dime in the volatile market. That's number one. Number two is that you can take, after 1 year, you can take up to 10% without paying federal taxes. However, the 10% penalty, if you're not 59 and a half, will still suffice, but no penalty at no 20% or 10%, and no penalty from that company. They call it free withdrawal, up to 10%, depending on the company. Some have 15%, but most often I have seen 10%. Okay? You can take 10%. However, okay, there will be no penalty, but you still have to pay the taxes. Yes. If you take it as a withdrawal, you still have to pay the taxes. But get it out. Don't go withdraw any of those. Okay? If you take it as a loan, you don't pay taxes. Nobody pay tax on loans. Withdrawal is what hits you if you have not reached 59 and a half. Withdrawal will hit you with what? Tax bill. It will hit you with penalties depending on where that money is. But loan will not hit you with tax bill. But you have to pay back the loan. If you don't pay back the loan, especially, and you leave that organization, they're going to see it as a withdrawal and they will send you tax bills. And of course, penalties. Okay? By the way, your retirement was meant to be for retirement. If you go there and take this money now, when you retire, what are you going to eat? Why don't you leave your retirement account alone? Leave it out as if it does not exist. The only thing you need to do is to make sure it's an environment where you don't need to be hit with too much tax, okay, and too much penalties. If not, it's supposed to be retirement. What are you doing with it? Leave it alone because you must retire. So leave that retirement account alone. The only thing, make sure is in the environment where you don't pay heavy taxes. Make sure your contribution does not subject you to more taxes. Okay? But if you don't want to lose the money, especially where you worked before, I would recommend for you to move it into fixed index annuity. Catherine, go ahead.
So thank you, Dr. Ruth. I just wanted to revisit the idea of the question on vesting. And the way I understand vesting is, even according to the book, even when they say that immediate vesting, that means the portion that your employer matches, if the vesting period is short, let's say even, or immediately, even if it is 1 month, 2 months, and some others are longer, it is the incentive to make you as the employee, stay there longer, either, with that employer. But the vesting period for the immediate part, that means your employer's contribution, if it is immediate, that means even if you left after 2 months or 3 months or after 5 months, that company, whatever the employer contributed for you, you can take it with you.
You cannot, or you can.
You can take it with you, the immediate one. Where it is immediate vesting, the employer's contribution, you can take it with you. But for others, they will tell you the vesting period is maybe 1 year. That means the employer's contribution part, if you leave before 1 year, then you cannot take that with you. But if you leave after 1 year, then it will have vested, which means that money, the employer's contribution, is part that you can take with you.
Okay. Okay. I hope you understand that. Again, it takes us back to you knowing what your employer have in place for you. I have seen it. A lot of people have complained about that. So if you don't stay there within a certain period of time, even though you have started contributing money and they are contributing. If you leave, the employer part does not go with you. Catherine, that's what you're saying, right?
Correct.
That's
So,
correct.
yeah, so if
So-
you're there, if they tell you that you have to be there for 5 years, really it is an incentive for employees to stay with the employer longer. And that is why you find individuals, once they understand that, you know, the employer, your vesting period, the contribution part of the employer is going to vest in 5 years. All the employer is telling you is for you to take the money that I contribute for you in your retirement, you must stay with me for 5 years.
That is
So
correct.
the vesting part
So,
is like,
Ms. Cecilia, get this right. It's not investing. What I was explaining during the automation strategy is investing, but this is vesting. I mean,
yeah, so
how long?
now I
Yes.
got
Yeah.
two parts of the vesting. So one part I got from the first person says that is how long you stay before you start contributing into a 403B. Now,
That's one.
Catherine is saying how long you have contributed. So there's two parts to vesting.
Yes.
Okay.
So one part is that, oh, you just joined.
Yeah.
6 months, you start getting our benefit.
Okay.
Now, for you to take this benefit and disappear to somewhere else,
There's a
you have to
different
be
time
with
period.
us either for 6 months or 1 year or 5 years. I see that most organization is 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Some is 2 years. So again, so that's actually two-part investing. So what I was explaining before regarding strategies, bond and not short, that is investing,
Investing in. Okay.
not vesting. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Tony.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Dr. Ruth. I'm just bolstering what the last speaker said. For example, people who work in federal, like TSH, right? That's their retirement. You have to be there to 10 years. You have to work like in VA for 10 years. So even if you're 59 and a half, but you haven't worked 10 years there, you're not fully vested. So again, it depends on companies, you know, how many years their investment period is. So thank you.
All right. Okay. So if you work again, it's your responsibility to go find out. Okay. It's your responsibility to go find out what your own organization said. As you're working on your financial profile, okay, what does your own say? Based on what it says, will determines how you plan your life. Okay. You don't want to work there and quit at 9.5. It's supposed to be 10 years. And you work there 9 years, 11 months. You know, you're going to lose whatever it is, right? Let's say it's 5 years and you work there 4 years and 99 days. Guys, pay attention to these things because it's going to impact you negatively. And by the time you leave, you say, oh, I didn't know. Now you know. There's over 200 and something of us on this call this morning. Okay? You need to know. Oh, I want to call human resources. The person you're calling a human resources, they're employees like you. You see the same way you have employee ID. That's the same way they have employee ID. That they work there does not mean they know better than you. All they know is what that company asks them to share with you. Nothing more, nothing less. You have to do your own due diligence to go find out what does the law say. What does it read them? Of course, we don't have time to read. That's why we're here reading. We must read it and explain it to ourselves. Okay? All right. Miss Rose Younger.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Just a quick one on investment, like how long you're vested. Some companies also have like 2 years you'll be 25% vested, 3 years you're 50% vested, and 5 years you're fully percent vested. So that's also there. Sometimes they stagger it like that. But that's just by the way. My main question is, are you able to roll part of your 401k or 403, your active 401k or 403 into a fixed annuity?
Good question. Good question. No. As long as you're still working there, is a no.
Okay.
Unless you are above 59 and a half. If you're above 59 and a half, now you're 60, you're 61, and your administrator, remember you're the owner, but you have an administrator, which is your employer. And your administrator allows you to roll out. You can do that only when you're above 59 and a half. But if you're below 59 and a half and you're still working, you cannot roll over to fixed index annuity. You can only roll over where you are not working anymore.
Okay.
However, there's another caveat to it. You work with company A, you move to company B. I want you to get this. You work with company A, then you decide to get another job with company B. You're no more with company A. But when you're moving to company B, you decided to take the money that you contributed in company A to company B. That money does not belong to company B. At any point in time, you can roll it out.
Okay.
Okay?
Makes sense.
Any point in time you want, you can roll that money out that you came with. It does not belong to that company B.
Okay.
Whatever belongs to company B, you're working right now. You cannot mess with it. You cannot roll it over until you are 59 and a half above, or you're no more working there.
Thank you.
I see some organization right now, the person is even up to 66, but their own rule is that as long as you work with us, no movement. So again, each and every one of them have their own rules. Okay. Now, based on what she said, yes, some companies stagger on your investment when you're leaving, or if you're still there, they stagger based on the years that you have worked with them. So if you work from this, you get this. If you work from this, you get this. And some say fully vested. These are languages you must understand. Okay, you have to. All right, Dr. Chinyere.
Yeah, so good morning. Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. And this is a very, very great topic that we all of us have interest in. My question, that was the question this last person asked. I wanted to know, when do you roll your TSP but you've answered that.
Okay.
My other question is, could you explain the difference between the Roths, if you are putting your money in the Roths versus the index flexibility account that the last person just talked about?
Okay. All right. Let me use. Okay. I will try my best, and I give other people opportunity to contribute to it.
Thank
now,
you.
Based on what we read before, okay? Okay. So let's look at it this way. So, retirement account. Let me use America. So Canadians, is the same thing applied to yours? All you need to do, transfer the knowledge, okay, is the same concept. So in America, they have two major retirement accounts. They have what they call defined benefit plan and defined contribution plan. This is your pension. For those of you that, if you're from overseas, maybe, let's assume you're here from Nigeria. That's what they call pension. This is what this is. So we're not going to worry about it because your employer is responsible for everything here. The only responsibility for you on this side is that you must be there. Please don't reduce your work schedule from full-time to part-time or PRN, because it's going to impact especially in your last 5 years, is going to impact how much you're going to get. That is only responsibility you have to do here. And of course, vested. You have to also make sure you vested whatever they say. So let's come here. Defined contribution plan. You are the one responsible for whatever that happens here. But your employer is the admin, okay, with the organization that manages it. And this is where you have your friends called 401ks, right? 403bs, okay, TSPs, 457. These are just codes to recognize what they are, okay? Most of them fall in here. There's also in defined benefit plan, you also will see TSP here as a language they use and 457. So don't be confused with that. Now, some of these are divided into two. Tax under the premises of tax, the concept of tax. Some of them are divided into tax letter and tax now. Okay? And that tax now. Under the tax now, you also have ROT. That is where ROT comes in. Okay, the tax now. You also have ROT. Because you may also have a tax now that is not ROT. If all of you will log into your retirement account, you're going to see all these things in there. Okay, for those that is allowed. Now, ROT, my sister, to explain it to you, is that you have already paid your tax today. That's the difference. You're growing your money tax-free. You will access your money tax-free if you follow the laws. Which means in the first 5 years, you're not going to touch that money. Okay? After 5 years, you can't touch the money. However, you have to be able to explain the reason why you're taking it out. But the rule of 59.5 also apply. The rule of 59.5 retirement also what? Apply. But in the first 5 years, you're not going to mess with that. It's also still in the volatile market. So if there's any reason the market goes down, you also lose money. The market goes up, you get money. Okay? That is ROT. Unlike, let's say 403b, there is no ROT, which means you're going to pay your tax later. That's what they call tax deferred. You're going to pay your tax later. Okay? And do you know what tax will be later? We have no clue. Okay? But you can take money anytime if you have to build your case. You have to build your case. Okay? You can take a loan, but you must pay back that loan. Because if you don't pay back the loan and leave that organization, it's seen as a withdrawal. And if you're not 59.5, 10% penalty plus your tax bill is going to come to your house. Okay? It's just that simple. Now, if you have your organization is admin, okay, some of them match. The law does not mandate them to match. So you need to find out, does your own organization match? If they match, how much do they match? Are they matching 3%, 6%, 10%? So if you call the human resources, they may tell you they are matching 100%. 100% of what? 100% could mean that if you match 3%, we match 3%. Now, if they say 50%, 50% could mean if we're matching 3%, you need to match 6% in order to get the entire 3%. Okay? Or if you match, or let's say if you match 1.5, half of 3%, you're not going to get the entire of this. So again, are you matching? It depends. So you need to read their language and find out what is going on. I hope I'm able to answer
Yes, you did so well. I appreciate that, because a lot of us, for me, where I work, I've been working there for close to 16 years and don't know those languages. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So how do I see I do a lot of pre-tax and less of very minimal of I do a minimum of pre-tax, which means they've already taken the tax. So with the Roth, so I have to find out from my organization if they offer Roth. Is it easy for you to serve in the Roth, or is there any process to that, or just to find out from my organization what they offer? Is that right?
Good question. Yes, go find out what your organization does. When I was working, before I retired, when I was working, all I needed was to log into my account. There's a checkbox. And when I find that checkbox, I didn't know why I didn't even take a screenshot of that. Inside this checkbox, with my own organization before I retire, they have tax now, tax free, and Roth. So the check mark was on the tax now. Of course, nobody knows, right? We don't know, no explanation, nothing, because even the person administering it, giving you the information to sign, don't know. So it's like the Mughal leading the Mughal, right? So when I now call them, of course, you can only ask questions when you have the right information. So I started asking questions. They said, just log into your account. They walked me through. Can you imagine working in a place for 10 years? I've never logged into account for one day. The retirement account I'm expected to retire with.
Yeah.
That's the account that I'm expected to retire with.
Mm-hmm.
I've never logged in. I don't know where it is for 10 years.
Yes.
For 10 good years. Guys, some people say, oh, I don't know my job. It's your money.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility. Your job don't care. In fact, your job benefiting more than you because it's a tax write-up, number one. They are benefit for the 10 years they have been benefiting from me working for them, and I thought they were giving me benefits. It's actually me that's benefiting them.
Exactly.
Because I'm giving them my useful age, I'm giving them my energy, I'm giving them my intellectuals, and also they're taking tax write-off. And they put it, oh, come and work for us. We have 401k, we have 4 other. Do you know you can do it yourself? If you go sign up for what? For IRA, individual retirement account, you can manage it yourself. And when you get your job, that is not mandatory, you must have it. It's not mandatory that you must have it. So anyway, I went in there. After I logged in, they said, all you need to do, remove this check mark and put it here. That's all I did. Less than 2 seconds. No headache. But you have to find out for your own, what your own organization. Each organization differs. Okay? Don't say it's not my business, I don't have time. Is your entire your money matters. Your money matters. And without you taking care of your money, you will never live stress-free. It does not exist. Forget anybody I tell you, it's not all about money. It's not all about money, right? Why do you go to work? Why do you clock in? Why do you run a business if it's not all about the money? What would poverty buy for you? Just show me. What would being broke buy for you? So anybody that come around here and say it's not all about the money, walk away, they're lying to themselves. They are the biggest liar. And the worst thing is when you lie to yourself. You're lying to yourself. So make sure that you know where your money is. Miss Stringer.
Hello, Dr. Ruth and everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. Thank you for allowing me to be on to hear the message this morning. I am 43 years old, and I'm thankful to have gained the knowledge that I've gained now, but I wish I would have gained it a lot sooner. But my question to you is, and to everyone if they can help, but if you are separated from your job, it's just over broke. If you're separated from them and you have, I have a TSP. So if you have like hardship or something like that, I was not understanding. So you're saying that, I'm paraphrasing, I don't know if I'm right or not. So you're saying if I take the money out because of hardship, there won't be a penalty if they determine that it is considered hardship, or will it still be a penalty where they charge me the percentage or whatever? And then also they said that the what is it? Is it Social Security or that's not going to be here? I have a question about that too. So I'm kind of all over the place, but the most important question is if you're separated from a job, and you're not 59 years and a half. I know the part about rolling over the money. If you're 59 years and a half, you can, but if you're not, you can't roll over the money unless you're separated from the job.
Okay.
And then the hardship part is what I'm trying to understand as far as taking money out. Because I remember taking money out when I was working for the state. I was separated from them, but they did charge me a percentage. But I mean, I have no idea if they're requiring me to pay that back. So there you go. That's my question. I hope it makes sense.
It does make sense. So yes, there's a lot of pieces, moving pieces in that question. But let's see how much we can bring it down. The number one question is, can I take a hardship distribution from my account? Yes. How can you take it? If you take it as a loan, you're not going to receive bills, tax bills. Okay? You're not going to pay penalty as long as you work there if you take it as a loan. Now, if you take it, that hardship money as a loan, and you decide to quit that job, that loan is going to be seen as a regular withdrawal. And if it's seen as a withdrawal, then you're going to receive 10% penalty plus your state and federal income tax.
Okay.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, are you going to be penalized? As long as you work there, you pay back your loan. But if you take it as a withdrawal, yes, the 10% penalty kicks in. And the rest of them. Okay? As long as you work there, if you disengage yourself with them, don't take anything because you're going to come with bills that you don't like at that moment. Okay? You may not like it at that moment. You may not plan for it. Someone who is taking 6,000, are you taking it? So the method of withdrawal matters, and the timing. The timing and the method. Is that a withdrawal or a loan? And the time. Are you still working there? Or are you no more working there? So those are the two major things you have to consider.
So what if you're not working? So I do, Dr. Ruth, I don't mean to cut you off. I do understand the aspect. If you're still working there, it'll be considered as a loan and you have to pay it back. And that's the reason why some people remain on their job so long, is because they have to pay that money back. So what I'm saying is, if you're separated, you're no longer with them. I heard you say, don't take it out, just roll it over, like to annuity, like you said, a index annuity, correct? Is that what you're saying?
That would be my recommendation.
Now, what if you're having hardship and you want to take the money out? Isn't it your money? They say it's your money. I know some people that have taken their money out and bought a Corvette and everything, and they're saying, well, the money's not going to be there anymore. I might as well just use it, or I have to pay my daughter's student loans off, or I have to pay for my house, my mortgage, and all this stuff. So I'm just going to pay it back. So how does that work, Dr. Ruth?
So if you're no more there and you didn't roll over, you're taking distribution, you're going to hit.
It's going to hit me. Okay. It's going to hit me. So the matter is, just leave the money alone.
Leave it alone. Either roll it over
to
fixed index annuity, but if you roll it over to fixed index annuity, you can still take money out, but these rules apply.
Just I still have to pay it back.
Yes, ma'am.
So okay, no.
Most fixed index annuity, I don't know if they're gonna give you a loan, but they can give you up to 10% or 15% withdrawal every year without a penalty from that company. But the rules or 401ks or 59 and a half, and
Mhm.
other penalties still apply.
Now, what about an IUL? I have an IUL. I think I'm not going to speak this, but I haven't paid on it in a while, and I'm kind of scared to look at it. And I overheard you say earlier about people are having TSPs in their retirement. They don't go in and look at it, but I go in and look at mine, but I have not gone to look at the IUL. So would you rather me take the money and put it in the IUL or the annuity, the index annuity account?
Good question. So it's not a recommended approach to take money from a retirement account, which is a qualified account,
Okay.
non-qualified account. Did you hear me?
You said a non-qualified account.
An IUL is a non-qualified
A
account.
non-qualified account. Okay.
401ks, retirement account, are qualified account. They have no relationship.
No relationship.
Anybody
Okay.
that tells you that, you're your own with that. It's
Okay.
not recommended. However, again, you're the owner. You decide what you want to do. But it's not recommended to be messing with qualified to not qualified.
Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense to take it over to annuity. I misspoke.
Yeah.
You're right. I misspoke, but I do have an IUL. So IUL would be something like if you got in an accident and got money, or just extra money to just put in the IUL.
That's a different ball game that we've started discussion now.
Okay, well I'll leave it. I'll let it be. But the
We
rule
will
of
come to
thumb
it
is,
though. We'll come to it. Okay. Yes. We're
Okay.
gonna come to it. Yes.
But the rule of thumb is leave the money alone, regardless of hardship or not. Just leave it. Okay.
Because it's your retirement account. If you eat it now, you don't have anything to retire with.
Now, what are they saying about Social Security, Dr. Ruth? Can you explain that? I know I can read it on my own, but what is that? I mean, how does that work? Like, is it the same thing? I'm confused.
Okay. So Social Security is a government insurance, right?
Right.
And there is only guarantees you income for life, right?
Yes,
But there has to be money there.
Right.
Every other bucket you have will act as a provisional income. Go back to your power of zero.
Okay.
Go back to your power of zero. Every other bucket you have is going to act as a provisional income and not danger your Social Security. You may not know how much you're going to get. They're
Right.
also going to look at your income level and all that. Again,
Okay.
that's a different topic. However,
Okay.
Social Security, you contribute to it. The government does not contribute a dime to Social Security, but they control it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Okay.
Okay. There's more to it, but that is the easiest way I can put it out for anybody to look at it that way. It's a government insurance that is expected to guarantee you income for life. It's called old age money and all that. There's so much to it. Okay, but note, the money that comes out of your social also determined by your income level that is available to you from other buckets.
Okay.
Especially your qualified accounts. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome. David.
Yes, Dr. Root. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I just want to say a couple months ago, Dr. Root, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. I had a little bit of a financial meeting down there, and this question came up where you have people that are jumping from one job to another job.
Right.
Some have lost track of their 401k. So I was able to go back and retrace and help them get back their 401ks and help them recommended, in fact, like the way you said, to do it in an annuity. But there's one thing that I did for them as well, which is something that can help us here, since we're talking about getting back our money. I don't know if you can allow me to share my screen. I can just show us a little bit real quick.
Okay.
And I'm sorry I'm not on video. I know.
2 million. 2 million.
All right. So what I was able to do is this: how to get back your unclaimed money. I've seen a lot of names as I was going through it a couple of months ago, and I typed just random African names, random people's name, and I found out that you find people that have left. They left money in there, 3,000, 4,000. that are unclaimed for their former job. You did your taxes, you didn't get that money, just put it in there, look through your state, put your name, you'll be able to recover some of that money. So that's a little bit of what I wanted to share with us, Dr. Ruth.
Okay. So where do you get the, if somebody wants to, what is that? Is that national?
I can share the link.
The link, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know most of us have walked and run away. We don't even know what is there.
Yeah, there's a lot of unclaimed money, and I was able to help some of the people down there. They get some money back. They were very excited, and they were able to put it exactly where it needed to be.
Okay.
We don't see the link. We don't see it.
No, he's gonna send it on the chat. Okay. Is National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrator. National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrator.
Yes, you can just go in there and put your state and put your name, and he's gonna tell you everything that you have not claimed for.
Hey guys, you can only find this information when you come to read, when you show up. You say show up. Thank you, Mr. David. I appreciate that. Okay. All right. So let me see. Did I catch up? Janet. Ade,
Hi,
before
Dr.
Janet.
Ruth.
Ade, Janet, hold on. Ade, go ahead. Ade.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, so my question is about rolling over your 401k to fixed index annuity. If you're still working, are you able to do that, or you can only roll over when you leave one job for another?
Yes, ma'am. You cannot do that while you're still working.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Janet, go ahead.
Hi, Dr. Road. I just have a comment about that National Association. I received a letter a couple of weeks ago, or maybe I'd say a week and a half, regarding the same issue. They had written a letter to me saying that I have some unclaimed money that I need to get. So I called them, and they require you to send certain information to them. Then they can also send the information to request the money, because what they said, if it's not claimed, they give it to the government. So I do have the number, but I don't have it with me right now because I'm at work. So I can send the number to you, and then you can put it in the chat later when I get out of work, if that works for everybody, if they don't get a link.
By the way, if you're not here, you can join the book club group me. Okay. If you're not in the book club group me, can somebody put it there? That is where we can put in these numbers. But just to let you know, every state also have their unclaimed properties. Every state. You don't necessarily need to call them. Just go online, fill out. You have to put in your social. But make sure you're putting in on the state site. Or like this site now he just shared. On the state site. Don't put it on individual. Okay? They're gonna say they will charge you. Go online, you see unclaimed property, type in, look for your own state. As long as it says GOV, it has to be your state. I received a $1,500 check here, and I cashed my check. Okay?
Okay.
Most of you that don't like to part with your social, the government have your social. You have to, if without social, you're not gonna claim nothing. But make sure it's saying your own state. Make sure you verify if your state. A lot of you, your money is sitting there. Some of these checks they send to your house, you don't open it, it expired, they don't eat your money. It's there. Government will keep putting it there until you come and claim it. Okay? But go get your money.
All right, thank you.
Sit down, it's free. You don't pay anything. Just create an account, put in the information they need. And they send it. Can somebody mute that person?
Thank you so much for that information, Dr. Rose.
Mama catching those checks.
Hey, please, can you mute
After a long
yourself?
time, I'm going to kind of claim property.
Miss, where are these my co-hosts? Can you unmute this person? Okay, thank you. So yes, go there and look for your unclaimed stuff, your money, your job, your 401ks. You work, they pay $1, you walked away. If they're there, go get your money. Thank you, Janet and David.
Dr. Ruth.
Masin, is it Malina? All right.
It's
William?
McLena.
McLena.
McLena? Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Ruth. So I have a question for Mr. David. So people that he was able to help to claim their money, so when you qualify for that, do you get the money to your account without penalties, or you have to roll over to something, some qualified something? So what are the rules? I just want to know before I try this. Thank you.
Mr. David. Okay, so just to help you, Malina, the truth is that any money, if it's a retirement account and you're not 59 and a half, you claim your money, the rules apply. Do you hear that? The rule applies. Okay?
Okay.
So any money you're claiming, it doesn't matter where it is, as if it falls within the category of retirement portfolios and you're not 59 and a half yet, the rules apply.
Okay.
Even if you're 60 years old, 65, the rules apply in terms of when you withdraw the money and the taxes you're going to pay. So know that it doesn't matter where it's coming from, whether it's from a claimed organization or whether it's from, you know where it is. The rules apply at every point in time. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Let's say you file taxes and you have some money. The person did not do a good job, and you have some money unclaimed. So this is not from retirement. Well, taxes is also from retirement, but yeah, in regards to filing taxes, and you still have some money left that you don't know. So it still falls under retirement, right?
No. Again, like I said, I did my claim and I got 1,500. And I noticed that the money was coming from like a check the bank sent me. This one. Okay. They all will contribute to my income taxes, right?
Mhm.
It will increase my income. And of course, the income taxes is going to apply.
Okay.
But if it's retirement account, again, the rules apply.
Okay.
Okay?
I hope Mr. David will show up here and clarify this for me, since he's done that for some people before. But thank you, Dr. Ruth.
You're welcome.
Dr. Ruth, this is Linda. Can I just come in, please?
Okay, hold on. Hold on, Miss Linda. Let me say Linda Adeje. Is that you?
Jefunto. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so with the unclaimed property, it is not only retirement, it's any money that is yours by law. Any company that has your money, if you don't take the money for 6 months, they need to return it to your state unclaimed property department. Okay, but you don't know that your money is there. So it's not only retirement, it can be a deposit to an apartment, it can be your checking account with a bank, it can be a job, you worked there one day and you left, any money. It can be gas money, those living in Grand Prairie, that kind of money they were paying, any money. Because maybe they sent you a check, you didn't even open it. Okay, so it can be any money. Just go there when you see, just like Dr. Ruth said, if you go online, you see GOV, when you type in state of Texas, okay, then you know you are at the right place. If they said you're going to pay a penny, run away. You are the wrong place.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody, go and check. I check all the time and send it to them like, okay, this is yours. Please, can you go and claim this? Go ahead and do it. If I know your name, I'll do it for you for free. You don't have to pay anything. Okay, any state you have ever lived to, you can check. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Guys, man, you can see how common the money matter is to everybody, right? Okay, so please don't raise your hand again. I'm going to finish with these people on the screen. Okay, William.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Pastor Joe William.
Thank you.
Please, I want to thank you for the wonderful experience you are getting here and the enlightenment and the so many questions that were kind of in the air when it comes to 401k, money at the job, and so on. I really want to thank you for this light that you're shedding. Please, I just want to ask a little question concerning the unclaimed property, because this one thing too that has been like, you know, you receive 1,001 calls, they're calling you to come and get your unclaimed properties. And honestly, I've never responded to any of those calls because to me it's a scam. So I'm kind of surprised this morning to know that there's actually something going on. So my question is, how do we differentiate the scam from the real unclaimed property money of the asset? So not to fault you, how can we differentiate that? I don't know if David who brought it up, if he's able to shed more light. It looks like he's already out. He's already out of the group. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, Pastor, let's address the word scam. What is the meaning of scam? Still confused about money. That's the meaning of scam. Okay. So now we're here to remove all the confusion, the deliverance, and you're part of the deliverance team today by the book we are reading. Okay. So that being said, yes, there are unclaimed properties in America and Canada. There are unclaimed properties. Nobody eats your money, especially when they are all under the government's oversight. But all these unclaimed properties, you can find them online under the government site. Anyone that calls you and say, I want to help you, you pay me money, you are in the wrong place. Okay. You have to actually do it yourself. Go online, go to your state unclaimed property, or you can click on that link that Mr. David and find your own. Okay. And when you find your own, you follow the process and claim your money. I have done it. Okay. It does exist. Somebody send you $50 here, $30 here. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as you did not claim it, you can go to your state site and claim that money. And once you prove yourself and identify yourself, they will send that money to you. I have done it over and over. Okay. So the ones calling you, there are some people that have taken it as a business. They help you claim the whatever and you pay them. It's also a service. Okay. But I would recommend that you go do it yourself. It's on the website. Just sit down and complete the information. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Carol,
so much.
Carol, Princess Carol. Princess Carol.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. What I want to contribute in this is, a lady said somebody gave her a number and requested for her to send some information. There's it's true we know the definition of scam, but there's real scammers out there. Do not release your social security to anybody. Be careful who you're giving those information. Some of them are not real, they just want to get your information. I recommend to do it yourself or find somebody you trust that will be able to do it for you if you can process the system. But it's real. I have done it before. I have gotten some money back. Thank you.
That's correct. And for free. Margaret, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for your contributions. I received some letter talking about the unclaimed money that you are talking about, but I treated it as scam. Can I still go back and and claim? You know, there are a lot of scammers, you know. So when I received that information, I thought that was scam and I ignored it. So can I go back and go to that website and claim?
All right. My recommendation again would be for you to go to the website, look for unclaimed property. Click on that link Mr. David shared. Go to unclaimed property site. Go to your state. It's easy. It doesn't take a minute. Go to your state, fill out the information, and they will send you your money, your check to your house.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to pay anything.
And if you worked in 2 or 3 states, you go to them individually, right?
However you want to get, all you want to get your money. No money, no fees, nothing. It's just to sit down. Instead of watching television, the stranger. Instead of watching television, use your television time to go and search for your money. Okay? You will find it. All right, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Elizabeth.
Good morning, Dr. Ruth, and good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I happen to work with unclaimed properties at my old job before I retired. So it's not just money alone. It could be jewelry. It could be your savings bond you put in the to save in the safe in the bank, and the company, they will send you a letter, and they will give you a period of time to get in touch with them. If you don't get in touch with them, the property get transferred to the state. So it's state by state. You have to go with your state. So don't when you get a letter, just act on it. Go online. They will give you a link to go online. Then you go online and you see it, and then you
Yeah, that's what I said. I was asking him, are we going to be hearing all this all day? He said, yes. I said, I'm going to have a headache. Not so much.
Can someone mute the person that is not talking with us? Okay.
So when you receive the letter, if anybody calls you on the phone, don't give them any information. Never give out your social security on the phone to anybody. They will send you a letter, and if you respond, you will get your money. If you don't, it will get turned over to the state. And in Massachusetts, they have a day that you can go there, you can buy, you can buy anything like jewelry, like it's unclaimed property and it's legal. So that's what my contribution is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See how this unclaimed money have
Dr. Ruth,
taken
please.
a lot of time. Hold on. See how all this unclaimed money have taken part of our day today, right? Miss Ifoma, go ahead. Miss Ifoma. Okay.
Good morning, Dr. Ruth.
Good morning.
Well, the unclaimed property is real, just like Dr. Ruth. In the city we live, doctors, nurses, about maybe 5-7 years ago, one of our doctor friends called us and said, you need to check the state website. They're telling everybody to check and see if they have an unclaimed. And he gave us the link. He said, do not try to employ anybody, no lawyer. You can do it yourself. We thought it was a joke, and my husband and I did it, and we got money out of it. It's an easy step, but you need to commit yourself to do it and do what you have to make sure that you use the right website that is said, like you have to have government on it. But when I got my money, I thought I must have done something right, that heaven wanted to reward me. It was unexpected money. I concluded maybe my neighbor that I helped a lot put me on his will and put that money there and didn't want me to know. So when this topic came up this morning, I'm like, okay, I was uneducated. I was giving this man some credit, so it must have been my hard-earned money. So this thing is real, but just make sure you guard yourself very well and do it yourself. It's simple questions, but you have to provide some information for government to verify that it's really you, okay? So you don't have to pay anybody any money to do this. You can do it yourself. Thank you.
Awesome. I have 2 more hands up. I will get to you. Just be patient. Let's read chapter 9 and we'll come back to you. Don't put your hand down. Who wants to read chapter 9?
I'll read chapter 9. Lucy from Plano.
Okay, go ahead, Lucy.
Good morning, Dr. Ruth and everyone.
Good morning.
Chapter 9, Deferred Compensation. This chapter focuses on the term often used and what most strategies most people currently use are classified as. That term is called deferred compensation. Have you heard it before? Or do you know what it means and how it can either benefit or hurt you in the future? When I sit down with my prospective clients and ask them this question, they generally either say, no, not really, or they say something along the lines of, it means that I save today and grow my money for the future, and I don't have to pay any taxes on that money, right? Well, they aren't entirely wrong, but the major misconception is that they will not pay taxes down the road on that money. The truth is that they will absolutely pay taxes on that money, and even more alarming is that they will often end up paying more in taxes at that time than they are currently. You may be asking, how is it possible that you will pay more taxes in retirement than you are today? Well, here is how. Many of the tax deductions you are benefiting from today will not be on the table in your retirement. Things like your mortgage, funding your retirement account, or the various other things you are currently able to use as... Go ahead, sorry. Things like your mortgage, funding your retirement account, or the various other things you're currently able to use as write-offs. That is enough about that. For now, let's dive into deferred compensation and help you get a clear and total understanding about it, so you can make an informed and educated decision on strategies classified as deferred compensation. What is deferred compensation? Deferred compensation is when an employee sets aside a portion of their income from their employer to benefit from at a later date and time in the future. In most cases, in these types of accounts, taxes are also deferred until they elect to receive the payout of the money they have put aside. There are many examples of deferred compensation plans, or the various types of commonly used retirement plans, pension plans, and accounts like stock options. There are two types of deferred compensation plan, qualified and non-qualified. Let's define the two types. Qualified deferred compensation plans. These plans are pension plans governed by the Employee Retirement Income Security Act, ERISA. Accounts such as the 401k, 403b, and other similar types of accounts. If a company offers plans like these, they must offer them to all employees who work directly for the company. One benefit to the recipient of these types of plans is that qualifying deferred compensation plan is set off to the side with the sole benefit of the recipient, which means if the company were to default on paying its debt, creditors will not have access to these accounts to claim the debt owed by the company. However, there is a limit on how much you can contribute annually. With this account, you may be thinking, that sounds like a fair trade. I agree that it does, but think about this. Does it make sense to defer taxes you will pay until later in life? Do you know what the tax rate will be at that time? Do you know that you will, in fact, be in a lower tax bracket? Okay, let's move on. But I want you to ask yourself those questions and honestly think about those things as we progress through this chapter. Non-qualified compensation plans. These types of accounts fall under Tax Code 409A plans, commonly referred to as golden handcuffs. Employers will often offer these types of plans as incentives to attract talents to their company. The other reason they offer plans like these is because they are not obligated to offer them to all employees. They get to pick and choose who they offer them to. This can greatly benefit the recipients of these plans because there are no contribution limits, allowing them to put as much income into these plans as they want. These types of plans are contracts between the employer and the employee, which means they are more flexible for all parties involved. One major disadvantage of these types of plans is that if the company ends up in bankruptcy, creditors have the opportunity to potentially seize the money in these accounts, as they do not have the same legal frameworks as qualified deferred compensation plans. So, my recommendation is to be careful and think about potential consequences. If something were to go south with the company's financial status, these accounts are also subject to the tax rates in the future, which, as we know, are unknown at this time. Questions to ask when looking at these types of accounts. What are the contribution limits? What will happen if the company were to go bankrupt? What are the potential tax ramifications I may face when I draw benefits? Who owns my plans? How is this money working for me? And where during the accumulation phase? These are several probing questions to ask while considering these types of accounts. But the above questions are some crucial and powerful ones to ask. I will close this chapter at this point so we can continue to bring you powerful, factual information, educating you at the forefront so that you can make informed, educated financial decisions for your future. All right. Okay. That is chapter 9, define compensation. And our earlier description, we already explained that. Okay. So this is to piggyback to what we have discussed. You have to know what you're using. Ask these questions. Okay. Ask these questions and see how it benefits you. At the end of the day, it's you that matters. Remember, your money matters. Your happiness determines sometimes on the amount of money in your pocket. I know people are not going to agree with me, okay? But the truth is that there's no working marriage when there's no money. There's no working love when there's no money. There's no working anything when there's no money. So look into your money and be in charge of your money, okay? We're going to stop that book there today. Our next book club is going to be on the 18th. Of October, same Zoom link. Invite somebody. This is open to the public. Let them come and hear. The best book we are reading is those testimonies from individuals who have experienced these things in real time. Those are the best book we're reading. Okay? And you don't want to sit down and someone else is bringing this information. Read. It's free. It's free for you to come here and read. It's open to the public. We're not representing anybody. We're not endorsing any organization. We're not endorsing nothing. We're just reading amongst ourselves. And you can see there's so much, there are commonalities among us because it's money. It's the only universal element besides God is money. No matter what you do, at the end of the day, it's going to bounce back to money. So how does money work? And how do I make it work for me is entirely your responsibility. Not your pastor, not your church, not your CPA, not your organization, but who? You. So develop your own family financial culture. Be the person in charge of that culture. Okay, administer that culture. Make sure everybody follows it. 10, 20 years from today, I'm telling you, we're going to build a different type of organization, a different type of community, a different type of middle class. Okay? If you have any questions, my number is 469 487 3469. I'll repeat that. 469 487 3469.
We have a GroupMe book club. Anybody can join. So please, if you can access that book club and share it here so that those who are not there can join. We don't want to see a naked person on the group. We just want to have a debate. It's okay to have a debate. It's okay to argue, but don't cuss anybody out. No foul language. Okay? Don't cuss anybody out. Everybody's entitled to the opinion. The only way we validate what you say is going back to the law. So if the law does not meet what you say, then it's not correct. Okay? That is the only way we validate what you say.
Can you give your number again, Dr. Ruth, please?
469-487-3469. All right. That being said, I'm going to take the last question that the hand is up, and we're going to get it done today. Harriet.
Dr. Ruth, my hand was up.
Oh, really? Okay, Harriet and
Hi,
Cecilia.
Dr. Ruth. Yeah.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for creating this club. God bless you. Thank you for the knowledge we are getting. God really bless you and your family. So, based on the last person who talked about the real money, they said that when you get a letter, unclaimed money. I did not receive a letter. It's like a postcard, and because they sent one, I did not do anything. So my question is, will those things also come from a postcard, or it's only letters? Because when I received it, I was thinking it's scam, so I didn't even act on it. I didn't do anything. It says court approved legal notice. So, and they said you have a benefit from some million class action settlement. So I don't know whether it comes from a right place or.
Okay, so the truth is that there are
Dr. Ruth, can I please answer that for her?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'm a lawyer. When you get that notice, it could be a real notice, but you go take the number on that postcard, search online, and if there's an actual class action lawsuit, put your name in. You will get an option to either file for yourself or to join the class.
Okay.
It's easier for you to join the class. It's a long process to file your own, so just join the class. But you must check with the number on that postcard. Google it, and you'll see the actual lawsuit. If you find an actual lawsuit, go ahead and put your name in.
Okay. So when I go online and I put that number,
it will show you a lawsuit pending. Yes.
Okay.
If it doesn't show you a lawsuit pending, disregard.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Attorney Pamela. I appreciate that. Guys, this is where you have everything, pastor, attorney, doctor, engineer. Everything is here because what is common among us? Money. Don't be shy to talk about money. Don't be spiritual about money. Even the Bible said money answereth all things. It didn't say some things. It said money answereth what? All. It didn't say some. I don't know when it comes to money, the middle class want to spiritualize it. Oh, when I reach the bridge across when I reach the river across the bridge or whatever. What if you can cross the river on a dry land that you created for yourself? Okay. All right, Miss Cecilia, go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth. This is why I wake up 8 o'clock every book club day to join this. Okay, I don't care when I go to bed the night before. I was in Nigeria. The only group I joined was book club, so that's how important it is. So thank you for doing this. I just want to let people know about the unclaimed thing. As we were talking, I logged in. You know me, I need to be doing it when it's going on. So I logged in and I saw 8 unclaimed on my name. And
bring the money.
I calculated it came out to $2,413.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. So I'm here trying to claim this 2,000 plus. So thank you.
I hope I will get some discount first class. Just the first class to Nigeria will do me.
I know that will pay my ticket to Nigeria this time. Can you imagine?
Okay.
That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome, Augustina.
Good morning, Doctor. Thank you
Good
so
morning.
much. And thank you, everyone. The unclaimed money is real. Just like the woman that just spoke now, as we are on this call, I also did the search in all the different cities I've stayed in New York. And I saw, by name. Another thing is that you will see names that are also related to you. So if like now Armstrong, all the people that bear Armstrong, they also have money. So in case they are your family members, you can see them. So go and check if your family members' name are there. It's real. Then that's about class action. I have received like 5 checks. They are real. I think I received one a few weeks ago. Sometimes it may not be big because it's the class action. By the time they finish paying all the lawyer fee and all that, but you can get between $150, $40. You can use it to buy gas. So it's real. Money is real. Unclaimed money, I want to see how much I can get. Mommy that got 2-4, I'm awaiting my tithes. Thank you, everyone. God bless you.
I'm gonna divide it everybody.
This is direct. I am excited. I'm happy. So thank you all so much. See you guys on the 18th. Invite somebody. Don't come to the book club alone. Bring somebody and say, this is not sales. This is not marketing. We are just reading books and discussing real life financial discussion.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I try to put up my hand, but it's like I'm not getting the hand on my phone. So, yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, I was invited by somebody to be a part of this meeting this morning, and I want to thank you so much. It's rewarding, actually. It's highly rewarding. I want to thank you, and there's a lady that invited me, Joy.
Okay.
Joy,
Go back to Joy. Go
Yeah.
back to Joy. So you tell Joy, I want to be in this book club all the time. It's the same Zoom link every year. Every year we'll be doing this since 2022. So you'll be missing a lot, right?
Oh, okay. All right.
So
But thank you.
every year we have a new Zoom from January. So it's the same Zoom a year. So make sure somebody else come in here to have this fun, interact, and guess what? We are learning, we are living in the same place.
Yes.
Canada, US, this is where we are here to read.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sorry,
Enjoy
Mama,
the
quick
rest
one.
of your day.
Sorry, quick one, please. Is your number again 469-487-3469? Is that correct?
Correct. Correct.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We're gonna run. I'll see you October 18th. The same Zoom link, same time, 8 o'clock. Let's come here and enjoy this bread. All right. All right. Otherwise, have a nice day.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Ruth.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
Oh, we gave
Thank you,
God bless
Dr.
you.
Ruth. Thank you, Dr. Princess Ruth.
Thank you. We were late 3 years ago.
Thank you, Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Have a nice
you.
weekend.
Thank you.
God bless
Nice weekend,
you. Dr.
everyone.
Ruth, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love you.